Awesome. Hey everyone, we're back. So, kind of the whole point of all of this, in case anybody goes back and checks this out, is that about 20 years ago, I started down a path, and this is where I am after that 20 years. And I can't be doing that stuff anymore. I'm not sure how much I can say because of YouTube. I'm new to the restrictions right now on it, so I won't fully say to what, but I'm not done doing that, and I'm going to be hanging out for the next couple days, uh, just enjoying a lot of cannabis and just saying goodbye, like a really long scene at the end of Half Baked. I'm just going to be saying goodbye to Mary Jane, and it's not like a little thing; it's like a lot. So it has to be done. It's 20 years in the making. I know it sounds wild, but it's where I'm at. So I'm gonna be hanging, doing this, saying goodbye to it, trying to get a handle on a bunch of mental things, and we'll see where it leads. I'll be making some blue circles throughout it. Kind of, just vibing out. But I won't do it all on screen. I'll probably kind of do most of this off screen, and we'll see what happens. So there we go. Be right back. Feels like it's in the feels like it's in the 50s and it's December or almost January. I mean, I'm on the East Coast. Well, just having to smoke out my front door right now. It's got the front door open. It's beautiful outside. All right. That was an awesome session. Most of the time, I really don't hit the places that I want to hit when I'm doing that stuff, you know? Like I'm always kind of chasing that feeling. But that was a good session. It's nice and dark outside. It just rained. It's really warm out. And when I was hitting the joint, it reminded me a lot of the first times, going out with my buddies out at the reservoir and sneaking out of his parents' house with a couple of our friends and all kind of like gathered around, having a smoke. And it reminded me a lot of that, which is fun because that was like the first time. We're getting towards the last. Tomorrow I have a smoke session with buddy Jake, so we get our last time on. That'd be cool. And I want to delve pretty hard into music. It's gonna be wild. It's kind of like how I don't know if it's an ADHD response or just an everything response, but you could do something and have it be easy, but that doesn't seem to be fun. So you kind of wait and a little to the last minute. And it's not, I guess it's procrastination, but really it's like waiting until the last minute because that's the buzz you get. That's when you're interested in doing it, I guess. And it's impossible to be interested in it any other way or something. But I don't know. I guess I had to form some impossible situation, which is terrible because you shouldn't mess with your life like that. And who's to say anything works ever? You should just be happy when you can be happy and not mess with it. So, well, you find these things out. It's that picture that I've seen that says everything that I need to know I learned in kindergarten, and it's probably pretty true. It's kind of wild being here and doing some streaming again. I always wanted to bring people along ever since I was a little kid. Now I was born in a long time ago at this point, I guess. But it's before internet, cell phones, and all that, I remember being a little kid and mixing up different condiments or different shampoos and conditioners. I remember putting on a show almost like Truman Show style when I was a little kid, and I was kind of teaching an audience how to make this awesome shampoo by combining different ones. I think it went on for a while. As I'm talking about it, I'm remembering it being like a series or something, but and of course there's all the music and the performances, and it's not about me with that at all. I think that there's recipes to music that people can hear and assemble, and that's just what I was doing, and happy to do it. Happy that I could do things that I liked listening to. But then when it came to, broadcasting that stuff, I guess I never really tried hard to do that. I was just more interested in making art, making music, but I really wasn't good at marketing it. or interested in it. And then, I lived a pretty reclusive and hermetic life for a long time. I remember when COVID hit, that was like a feeling like that's what I was already doing, almost, of living pretty solitarily, other than relationships that was going on, but generally speaking. But then I started streaming and doing stock trading, which I've had a lifetime kind of interest in, because I think the zeitgeist, or that thing that we all share, that sense of something, like the where we all are in a certain place as humanity, that track one, that mindset, day to day, something we all talk about. um I think that's important and really fun. So I think that stocks and money, the way it moves, I think that's an interesting and fun way to have a look in at humanity and what we're all interested in at that time, or how society is moving. So yeah, I still really enjoy, stocks and crypto and finance and all of that world. So I was streaming that. Now, I was already into those things and I was doing those things. And of course, I was watching different channels, and I started getting close to some people on one channel in particular. And they asked me to start broadcasting myself on their channel and kind of like hosting it. It was like a live channel streaming stocks. And that was a good time. I had like a morning show. And the problem with that was that all of the time I spent, all of the content that I made, they wanted to have one single song playing all throughout it, and they wouldn't let me uh, turn the song off, even though I was doing everything for free and spending all my time on it. It's just a weird look to have the same song on everything all the time, no matter what. So my only request was to just have no music at all. It's not that big of a ask, I don't think. So they let me do it for like, I don't know, a week or two or something like that. And then they told me, okay, time to pop it back on. And that's just wild. So I said goodbye. Because I don't really feel that like someone holding something over you is nice. And they were like, the only way that we'll let you do this is if you put the music on. It's just a weird thing. I'm doing all this stuff for them, and it's a sad thing. It's a good, large community, uh, and that ended my streaming because I delved into other endeavors, mostly music and teaching. But that now, it's like 2 or 3 years ago, all of a sudden. I would really like to get back into streaming my life. I don't know if I'm going to stream stocks. I would like to just stream my journey, like back to music, or back to that as my main career. I mean, all of that requires a ton of explanations, I know. Um, But yeah, I think I'll mostly have this on as a accountability partner in a way. I've got to do things kind of big and on dates that are easy to remember, like Christmas or my birthday or New Year's, those types of things. And I like tradition and I like giving things up. Um, so, I mean, I was just so deep into this stuff for 20 years of my life. It's not going to feel like it when I stop. It's just going to be a wild thing. It really happened. 20 years. 20 years. Look, I have gray in my beard now. And it feels like I'm still 19 or 20. I mean, that's when I started this type of thing where I'm listening to all of this music that I'm just so into these stories and artists my whole life. And there's so much weight to these stories, and I'm thinking they're real a lot of the times and so much experience. But a lot of these artists are just songwriters and they're just really good at telling stories. So I didn't realize they're not living these things. So I self sabotaged a lot to try and live those things myself. And 20 years can pass. I'm here to tell you there's no point in it of self sabotage. There's really not at all. Like you think you're going to get experience from it or something. Or at least that's what I thought. But no, it's just ruins your life, basically. So I think a good thing for me would be to be able to just connect with me and you, start this journey without Mary Jane. And I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it's I don't know, everyone's got their battles, but this is a big one for me. I can't deal with doing it all the time and having a successful life. Now, granted, maybe I'm not supposed to be smoking every couple hours, but that's what I do. And, it's got to stop. I just love it too much. I really, really like it a lot. Like the smell and the way it feels. But I don't like how lazy it ends up making me. So I think I'm going to shave this all off for New Year's. This is crazy thick. Man. My buddy Dan just texted me, said him and his dad were at the hospital. right, cool. Hope it's all right. They were supposed to go to the Felice brothers, and then um, we went to the hospital instead. So yeah, I might start the news back up. It was kind of fun. But I know I'm definitely going to do my music. This is going to be a Dallas Cowboys star. My mom's husband, Scott, loves the Cowboys, and it's going to be like a kind of a one of a kind memorabilia piece. I'll have the different borders of the star in there. Just got to finish doing all the little blue circles on it, but after all of the circles I did throughout the Christmas time, just to make well, this and also my mom's piece, I'm giving my hand a little break, and my brain. It's a lot, just seeing circles for like each piece takes about 40 to 50 hours of this size. This is large. I mean, the whole thing's not even fitting in the screen, but you see, I did like a circle technique, kind of like a blobby technique around the center. It's interesting. I mean, you use the same ink pen, same type of color and all, but the hues change. Whether you warm it up or maybe how long you make the circle lines for and all, but also from pen to pen and directional. So you can make a lot of color changes, just from your little minute pen changes. And Dan said his dad is fine, so that's good. Oh, he said heavy stuff, he had like a big sense of dread overcome him when his dad had to go into the hospital. He said he doesn't think he's ready for that yet. And yeah, I could see that. No. So I gotta get back to him. All right. Responded to him. Probably will get to that point where I just end up calling it eventually, because it's pretty late and I've got to write a letter tomorrow. I stopped teaching where I've been teaching also for almost 20 years because the manager there started hitting me up online all the time and harassing me, like sexual harassment type stuff. Told her to stop. She started retaliating against me at work, and I reported her, and they sent her away for some like training crap. And then she didn't do that again, but she got like loud with me all the time and like mean and violent, all this types of stuff all throughout then. So I reported her again and they suspended her. And then they expected me to go back to work with her. So I ended up just quitting, which is sad. But I feel like I got to let my community know about that. I've never told the Facebook community group what happened there, and it really, it sucks what happened. I put everything into that store, and then I had to deal with that. And everybody should know that sucks, and they didn't have my back. It's Guitar Center / music and arts. It's just ridiculous. I worked there 18 years, almost 20. And it just sucks. But, I want to let the community know about that before the year, because, like, I just got to, like, move on. But it's a big thing, like to say the right stuff, and I don't make social media posts. It's like it's pretty stressful. I don't like writing things because the writing is pretty restrictive and it's always going to be there. So you can see it's texting. Dan the man. I'm going to sign in to my other channel and then look at this channel on YouTube and see if I can view the live through here, which I'm guessing I can, which is pretty cool. Yep, there it is. That's wild. Yep, there it is. That's wild. Yep, there it is. That's wild. Yep, there it is. So it's picking it up back and forth now. That's wild. Yep, there it is. All right, I have to stop that. That's pretty cool, though. It's wild, but having like an accountability thing here, just being, online is good for me, knowing that someone could be watching. I better do things. I've been putting off writing that Facebook group message like literally for 6 months or more. Can't believe it's been that long. I'm not going to draw blue circles tonight. I don't want to. I'm going to put it away. I drew so many blue circles, and actually a special one-time ever edition, purple edition, called One of One. That's the title of the piece. And I've done so many of that. I still need a little bit of a break on it. So I want to put this back in my wood room. And eventually I'll take you all around and I'll show you different parts of the house and stuff like that. Different parts of the property. I like this table. It is a sweet table. It's one of these things that can go up. Bam. And rolls and all that. It's a good one. Wonder how many people out there doing this right now, just sitting and staring at it. Hmm. This is a pretty neat first stream ever. I hope the mic was coming through all right. First stream ever on my channel, we'll say. The other ones, it's been so many years. My setup wasn't even set up anymore. I didn't even have all the cables all set up, and all the things didn't even function properly any longer. I had to buy another USB hub. But I want to get a vibey feel here in a sec. Start bringing it down. More of a chill nighttime vibe. Now all the lights are all just blaring. Dan said he's going to the railroad. I want to go to the railroad. Yeah, this beard's got to go. Boy, it's thick. So I've got a new type of camera that's going to be, I mean, really it's right here. But I don't have the cable. It'll be here tomorrow or the next day or something. And then I have another camera my friends let me use. That'll be, I'll put it right above the computer. And this one's off to the side. So, but I mean, again, most of this is going to be documenting music stuff. I still kind of am feeling like I want to do the news. I don't know why. Salable something, I guess. I don't know. Let's get some vibey going on. I was just talking to my buddy for a while. Talking my brain so much, you know. See, I want to do all that stuff while I'm streaming, but it's such a new channel, or at least like newly streaming to it, that I don't want to get it like I don't know, unlisted or demonetized or deleted. Like, I really don't even know how any of that stuff works when you do unwholesome things on film. So I am going to step off screen for those things. I'm going to do a dabberoo. There's a cloud going that way. It might be visible. Oh, yeah, buddy. Turn it down here a little bit there.
aunties with the ribbons on the dress. To all the uncles with the feathers on their head. This is for all my neighbors.
You done sat over there and got suspended from school?
All right. Time to turn on some type of to catch a thing. See, I don't even know what you can say on YouTube anymore. I feel like everything is going to get you flagged or something. I don't know. But anyway, I think this was a successful run. I'm happy with it. So, yeah, I'm going to end stream here. I don't think I said or did anything wild. So, I'll leave it posted. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace and love.